You know, if I know that in this hotel room they have food every day, and I'm knocking on the door every day to eat, and they open the door, let me see the party, let me see like them throwing salami all over the, I mean, just like throwing food around, but they're telling me there's no food in here.
Who are you? You don't know? Don't tell me Negro, that's nothing. What were you before the white man named you a Negro?
And it's true that black or non-white people are minority in any European capital. But we are not a minority in the world. You are the minority.
Every day, I'm standing outside trying to sing my way in. You know what I'm saying? We are hungry, please let us in. We are hungry, please let us in. After about a week, that song is going to change to, we hungry, we need some food. After 2-3 weeks, it's like, you know, give me all the food, breaking out the door. And after a year, and you just like, you know what I'm saying, I'm picking the lock, coming through the door, blasting, you know what I'm saying?
First of all, if you're going to talk about a revolutionary situation, you have to have people who are physically able to wage revolution, who are physically able to organize and physically able to do all that is done.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream.
See, that's another thing. When you talk about a revolution, most people think violence, without realizing that the real content of any kind of revolutionary thrust lies in the principles and the goals that you're striving for, not in the way you reach them.
But you come across as a very aggressive lady. Is that the case?
I think being aggressive in a positive way is very good, and it protects me as well. I mean, it puts everyone on their guard to be nice to me.
Who has created the slum and the ghetto that you're living in? Nothing but a death.
And since the American white man has used his control over the press and over the textbooks and over all forms of media to make it appear that he has done us a favor by bringing us here and enslaving us, then the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has to rewrite history or retell history.
He said about you that he believed you didn't want to be black. I'd like you to see him now say that.
She don't even associate with anybody that knew the two of us. In other words, there's not one black employee around her. None, not even a musician.
But are you willing to compromise within a relationship?
To compromise? What is compromising? Compromising for what? Compromising for what reason? To compromise for what? To compromise. What is compromise?
Well, how can I explain? When I hired my band, the auditions was open, but no one came. No black people came. My success came from Europe, let's say a white country, even though black people are there. Australia, England. All of my success did come from a white country.
Are you feminine? Do you like being masculine?
I like being both, actually.
If a man came into your life, wouldn't you want to compromise?
Stupid.
So what can I say? I mean, I can't just wait around and depend on my race to help me to become successful. If there's another race there to help, these days you got to go for what's there.
The people in the streets. You have people in the streets who have never seen the colony in which their fathers were born.
On the other hand, because of the way this society is organized, because of the violence that exists on the surface everywhere, you have to expect that there are going to be such explosions. You have to expect things like that as reactions.
For what? A relationship is a relationship that has to be earned, not to compromise for.
So basically you had a white market.
Yes, and I had white people that cared about my success and that helped. It actually came from another country. You know, that's just how it happened.
You wrecked our neighborhoods before we were compelled to come here and wreck your neighborhoods. You discovered us. Now you got us.
I just act the way I feel.
Since the white man can't dispute this
I'm not
truth.
really worried about anything. It's just the course of life.
It's not hate to say that we were kidnapped and brought here. It's true.
Level, you don't want any more. We asked 10 years ago.
And don't do what we did.
And when you live under a situation like that constantly...
I find women attractive. I think if I didn't, I wouldn't find myself attractive.
Let freedom ring.
Nothing in the world more beautiful than falling in love.
Now, those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail.
You ask me.
The rightest moment, you think?
At this very moment.
Where did it go? Where did you lose it?
You know, whether I approve of violence.
So now, what do you think
I
women
mean, that just doesn't make any sense at all.
Can we allow freedom ring?
But falling in love...
Do what you want.
How did the man take your tongue?
But I guarantee that I
Where are the facts?
Thank God Almighty.
Right.
spark the...
What I want.
Where is your...
What I...
It's not hate.
You see,
Whether I...
don't...
history?
The
Reason.
We were Jim.
people that
I don't...
You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say.